All right, well, it's Lundi Gras. Did I say that right? Lundi?
Yes, Lundi.
That's the Monday before Fat Tuesday, and we're going to get the celebration going right now over in the kitchen.
Yeah, Chef Jasper Mirabile is here to make Mardi Gras pasta. Now, this is something you do year after year that's so fun.
Yeah, I love it because, Mardi Gras, which means, it's Fat Tuesday, but before, we talk about Carnivale.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to bulk up a little bit. So what better thing to do than with pasta?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you might be thinking, okay, I'm Italian, he's Italian. What are we doing making pasta in the kitchen? But hey, what's the story behind that?
So here's a little different version. We love to make a pasta with tomato sauce or maybe like a fettuccine alfredo or something like that. But I'm going to make a pasta that's very, very simple with the right ingredients. And I call this my mise en place, of course. Everything's in place. I have my shrimp already sauteing on the stove here. How simple. And then we're going to add a little bit of andouille.
Okay.
So andouille, believe it or not, the Italians love andouille sausage because what they called is nuggia because they couldn't pronounce it properly when it first came to Italy.
Well, just kind of change the name if you can't pronounce it.
Exactly.
That's what we do here all the time.
And it cooks so quickly. So all we do is just kind of smash it down a little bit. Let that saute a little bit. Some bell peppers, and I got a nice little hot pepper in there also because we want it kind of spicy.
Yeah, why not? Bring out the Cajun flavors.
Let that cook. Now, I never like to add my my herbs beforehand. I always add them once I start making my sauce itself. But I made a little blend here, and you can use Zatarain's or you can use Old Bay if you want. But I made my own blend of it has garlic and parsley and some herbs in there. And they're all dry though, of course. A little bit of garlic. How quickly is this going right now? Let that saute a little bit. Now,
and I noticed some crawfish over here. We can't have Cajun pasta without the crawfish.
I pre-cooked some crawfish. We're going to add the crawfish right at the end. But now what we're doing, we're building flavors here. We're building layers here. And this is where all your flavor starts coming out right now. All this different things, the andouille, the shrimp, the peppers. And now that's just our base now. This by itself, maybe you don't want to use any cream. That's okay. You can put a little bit of broth in here.
Okay.
I like a little bit of broth. That's always fun. Now look how quickly that raw sausage cooked in just about 2 minutes.
It really is cooking quickly now.
Isn't that something? But you have to buy the ground. I'm sorry.
Oh, by ground, yeah. So what kind of pasta would be typical for an Italian to eat during Carnivale?
So, you want to cut that's kind of heavier, one that can actually absorb some of the sauces when you pick it up. So something fun to play with, maybe gemelli, which means the twins.
Okay.
Casarici, which means it's made in the house. Of course, I like strozzapreti. You know what that means?
No.
Pre-stranglers.
See, he's like over here schooling me on like multiple languages. I have a minor in French and so many languages.
No, so all we do now, I'm going to use a mastacholi in here, a penne. We used to call it mastacholi when I was a kid. Now they call it penne. I don't know why. A little bit of Worcestershire here. This goes very quickly at this time. Very rarely do you see an Italian chef cooking with Worcestershire.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen that. So what's going on there?
Yeah, so the Worcestershire sauce, it just kind of gives a little flavor. It's, it's the base of a lot of New Orleans sauces, like barbecue shrimp that you really don't even know about. That's my base now. Very quickly, a little bit of pasta sauce. You got to have a little tomato sauce in here.
Okay.
And once I add this, along with some heavy cream, or you can do half and half if you like, look how the sauce becomes La Rosa. Nice and beautiful pink colors. A little bit of grated Romano. We finish it up. We add these crawfish right here. Just add them whole. It looks great. And then people love to eat them like that, so it doesn't matter.
This looks like a beautiful dish. Now,
isn't this simple?
If we're turning our eye to the pasta, what's the secret to cooking perfect al dente pasta?
Great question. So al dente means to the tooth in Italian. And that's what Italians love. You don't want to overcook your pasta, of course. You want the pasta to be nice and a little bite to it.
Okay.
Because you don't want something soggy, especially when you're adding it to a sauce and you're going to cook it down a little bit like this right here. How simple is this? The sauce is made in less than 4 minutes with all your ingredients ready. You toss it with the cooked pasta and you have a favorite dish just for Mardi Gras.
Man, well, Chef Jasper, that looks amazing. And you're sticking around to make some king cake. But in the meantime, I think all the guests in the studio will be enjoying some nice pasta for breakfast.
Of course.
Bill?